Hey, Olivia, we weren't really expecting this so soon.
I couldn't wait. Where's my cousin?
Here.
It's true?
The judge dismissed all the charges.
Oh, God, then it's finally all over.
Conditional release. I have to continue therapy.
Well, that's a lot better than prison, right? And besides, you could probably use a little bit of professional help keeping Connie in her place, yeah?
Olivia, can we cool it on the Connie talk?
What did I say the wrong
No,
thing?
it's all right.
What?
It's all right, Sonny. Olivia, you should know that Connie's gone. We think permanently.
Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's just admit she wasn't really your best side, yeah? But how did you get rid of her?
Well, we found out how Connie came to be.
The way that the doctors explain it is dissociative identity disorder happens when someone like Kate, when she was a child, something traumatic happened, she couldn't cope with it. So, you know, she created a separate personality to deal with the situation.
You created Connie.
But now that I've remembered the trauma, there's no reason for her to exist.
Honey, what was so terrible? What happened that you had to create a whole nother personality?
There were things that happened to me in high school that I couldn't handle. But Connie could handle it. Just like she could handle what I did to Star Manning's family.
To you was so horrible. It's no wonder that you got sick because of it, honey.
I just wish I had the courage to talk to someone about it.
This is not about courage. I wish that you could have come to me. I wish you could have felt like you could confide in me.
Dante. The family was just disappointed in you. The aunt's talking about how you were a disgrace. You got knocked up. I was the credit to the family. I was going off to college. You know, if they only knew.
Okay, you can't beat yourself up because it's over.
I just think, Sonny, if I wouldn't have pushed it down all those years, there'd be no Connie. Star Manning would have her family. And I would have my son. The only people that knew about the pregnancy were Father O'Brien and the doctor at the clinic. They scared me so bad that I made the worst choice of all. I hid what happened, and I abandoned my child.
Listen to me. You were 17 years old and you were traumatized. Nothing that happened here was your fault.
Olivia's right. You got to concentrate right on
What about the things that Connie did to you, Sonny, and Star Manning?
I don't hold anything Connie did against you. I mean, and as far as Star Manning, if she can forgive you, you can forgive yourself.
I need to do more than forgiveness, Sonny. I need to make amends for everyone's lives I've destroyed.
It is not your fault. You want to blame somebody, blame the man who raped you.
What happened to Joe Jr., Sonny? Joe Jr.'s father set him up in a club down in Atlantic City, right? He sent you down to run it.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
You never knew what he did to my cousin.
I knew Joe Jr. was a screw-up. He was a loser. He drank too much, and he messed with the girls at the club, but I did not know that he laid a hand on Kate.
Sonny, I wasn't accusing you.
No, maybe I'm just accusing myself, you know, because we used to walk down the street, Kate and I, and we'd see Joe, and he'd look at her a certain way, and give me digs about her being my girlfriend, but I didn't know where it was headed or what he was capable of.
So none of this that happened is my fault. Suddenly it's your fault.
Well, I mean, look, I'm the one who chose to work for Scully, and I went to Atlantic City to you know, babysit Joe Jr. and pay off the girls. I knew he was a piece of garbage. But I owed his father, so now what? I covered for the man who raped you.
You never said what happened to Joe Jr.
His dad sent him into hiding, and he left Atlantic City without a trace.
I'm so grateful for your support.
Oh, it looks like you've been getting most of your support from Sonny, huh?
He's incredible.
Well, he loves you. He's gonna want Joe Jr. to pay for what he did.
Can we just please change the subject?
What? For one time, I am on Sonny's side right now. If I was him, I would send Jason out there to slice that.
Stop!
What? I was gonna say his throat. Anyway, now that your legal troubles are over, you need a little R&R, okay? How about I blow off work tomorrow, we go to the spa, we'll get a facial, mud bath, drink some champagne, that'd be nice,
I would love to. I really would, but far too many heads need rolling in crimson.
You gotta be kidding.
Did you see the June issue?
Please tell me you're not going back to work.
They can't do it without me.
Honey, listen to me. You have just been through half a dozen things that no human being in their life should ever have to
And
go
I don't
through.
want to add to the trauma by producing a substandard September issue.
Crimson will still be standing when you are ready to go back to work.
I'm ready to go back right now, Liv.
You just remembered that you were raped by Joe
I don't
Spellman
want to talk
Jr.
about it
Last
anymore,
time you didn't
Liv.
talk about it, Connie, is what happened.
I am fine. I am not hiding anything. I'm not repressing anything. I remember everything in vivid detail, all right? I just want to get on with my life. And I just want to put everything that Joe Jr. did behind
For
me.
a stern reprimand, and he spilled his guts. He flat out admitted that Olivia had hired him to spy on me.
Oh, come... What?
Everything okay here?
Not really. My mom says that you hired Spinelli to investigate her. Is that true?
You're damn right I did.
Did you have my mom followed?
Heather has been lying for weeks, maybe even months, and you are just eating it up with a spoon.
So, I'm a liar and my son's a fool. Is that what you're saying?
No, Stephen is a loving son who wants to think the best of his mother. And yeah, you are a liar.
I don't have to stand here and take this abuse.
No one's going anywhere. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Olivia, what is my mother supposedly lying about?
Well, for starters, she didn't come here or go to the floating rib on the night of the storm like she said she did. Spinelli talked to an officer who pulled her over on Route 59. And she wasn't alone.
Who was she with?
I don't know. Some guy she said was her husband.
That makes no sense.
That's exactly my point. Steve, you've moved way beyond giving your mother the benefit of the doubt here. You're into enabling, and you're making excuses for when she's blatantly lying.
It's true. I lied. It was wrong. It's time I told you the truth. Unlike me, Olivia's telling the truth. I was with a man that night, someone I met online.
Online?
A dating website. You know, where pathetic, lonely losers go to die.
No one thinks you're a loser, Mom.
I feel like a loser. You know what? When women turn a certain age and they have a background like mine, men aren't exactly beating down the door. And the website made it so easy. You just put up a profile and paste a picture on it, and suddenly men are interested in you again.
Oh, I would love to see this profile.
I took it down.
Of course you did.
I had to after the disastrous date I had that night.
What happened?
He asked me to meet him at the motel rendezvous. That should have been my first clue, right? Well, when I got there, he was drunk. He wasn't even staying at the motel. He just rented a room for an hour, thinking I'd put out. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So let me get this straight. Instead of ditching this hypothetical drunken pervert, you allowed him to get into your... Wait a minute. What? My car. You allowed him to get into my car with you.
I had half a mind to leave him there.
And then why'd you tell the police that this loser was your husband?
Why do you think? The same reason I told you I was at Kelly's. I was embarrassed. Ashamed, actually.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
There is absolutely no proof to support this ridiculous story.
Do you really think I'd make up something this embarrassing? I would rather tell the truth than be followed and be made to feel like I'm going crazy. Honestly, Olivia, do you want me to have a setback? Talking about this would help. But now I'm even more upset. And on top of that, I've got a deadline. I don't know how I'm going to finish this column now.
You'll get it done. I have faith in you.
Thank you, Stephen Lars.
You just get back to work, okay? I need a second with Olivia. Listen, if you thought there was something going on with my mom, why didn't you come to me?
You believe me? Honestly, honey, I love you, but you have got a Heather-sized blind spot right now, and she's using it to hide something.
Yeah, a bad date. Anyone would want to forget.
Do you really think that woman went on a blind date to some no-tell motel in the middle of a hurricane?
I know you don't trust my mom, and I get that. I know better than anyone what my mother is capable of.
Really? Better than Edward Quartermain?
That was a long time ago. Right now, she is trying to make something of herself.
Honey, please, just think about
My mother
all
needs
of
me right now. We'll talk tomorrow.